Hello and welcome to Apex Reviews. Today we're going to be swapping out a boat key switch in a 2006 Malibu. As you can see here, the switch is just turning around in that solenoid. It's tough to get a boat started when the key just swivels around like that. I started by removing the rubber cover and then I unscrewed the outer nut. It was only finger tight. Then I pushed the ignition switch through the wall just a little bit. That allowed me to see the retaining nut on the backside. Here's a good picture of the starter switch. You can see it's got 4 posts on it. I ordered another starter switch that was wired identical. I got the new starter switch from Sierra. It should be a 1-for-1 swap. You can see here I've got the retaining nut, the rubber cover, and all the screws for the prongs. This shouldn't be too hard of a job. I decided I was going to do one wire at a time. I'm going to take one wire off the old ignition switch and go ahead and install it on the new one. That way we don't get any of our wires crossed. The old switch and the new switch were both labeled well, so it wasn't difficult to figure out which wire went where. I went ahead and started with the orange wire. As you can see, I just put the new ignition switch right up next to the old one. I started swapping them out. I did have to use the new screws they provided though. The old screws would not fit in the new ignition switch. After the 1-for-1 wire swap, I had to set the retaining nut so that the ignition switch would come through the dash at the proper depth. Then I just put the new ignition switch through the old hole. After that, I pulled out the new locking nut that goes on the front of the dash. I snugged that outer nut down nice and tight so that the switch wouldn't rotate in the hole. Then I gave it a few test turns and we were good to go. Thanks for watching.